Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna look at a video I saw by Asmongold. I just browsed his channel to see if there was anything intriguing, to see if there was anything fun. I usually don't watch his videos, but I saw this one that brought my attention. I'm still holding my mic here. It's my Rode pod mic that I just got, but I don't have a microphone stand yet. So I'm still stuck holding it like a peasant. But let's watch this video. I'm not gonna watch everything here. I watched most of it myself, but I will just to take some parts of it here together with you. First here is listening to the CEO of NVIDIA. It's just a small part of it.
It's going to be true. I think he's right.
In a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Is this? Yeah, I mean, I might. Yeah, let's look at this. So this is a guy.
Then he goes here.
This guy was running. See, Andrew
can already replace T on Wednesday released a study that found that.
So here, if you watch this a little bit, here they talk about statistics about how many people can be replaced by AI in the American workforce.
Already replace 11.7% of the U.S. labor market, or as much as $1.2 trillion in wages across finance, healthcare, and professional services. The New York Times recently reported that Amazon is on the cusp of replacing what would be 600,000 warehouse jobs with robots. And
wow.
So 600,000 warehouse jobs, he said.
Surely it won't. Surely that's the end of it, right? There's no way technology will ever improve. This is gonna be as bad. This is gonna be as bad as it's gonna get.
Plans to automate 75% of its operations. CNBC reporting that Salesforce, Walmart, Paramount, UPS, YouTube, and Meta have all announced new rounds of layoffs attributable to AI, with nearly 1 million job cuts nationwide this year. That's the job loss that we can measure. Now consider what some are predicting about the future. Goldman Sachs estimating that 6 to 7% of the U.S. workforce could be displaced due to AI adoption.
Yes, we heard that Amazon, they would reduce warehouse jobs, and then it was like big tech companies that they are reducing the workforce and saying that it's thanks to AI. I'm a bit skeptical if it's really thanks to AI. I think it's that more that they're twisting it in a positive way, that instead of telling that it's like poor economics and they are firing to save money, instead they are turning it into something positive, telling that it's thanks to AI that they are so more productive now. So that's why they can reduce workforce, but I'm not sure if it's completely true. I think it's more that, like they're twisting it in a positive way. But let's listen here. If we go back a little bit and...
Only 6 to 7%? There's no way it's that low. Maybe it's like in like this year or something like that, but as a projection, there's no way.
They do note, however, that the impact may only be transitory because new opportunities created by AI might ultimately put people to work in other capacities.
I doubt that. And I think that to the extent that it does, it will do so at a 10-to-1 ratio or something even worse than that. Like, yes, AI and technology will create jobs, but it will remove them at a much higher ratio.
A report.
So you see, this guy, news guy, he says that, reporting here that they might cut the workforce by 6 to 7% nationwide in the US thanks to AI. But Asmongold is a bit skeptical. He thinks that more people will like lose their jobs, but I think the viewpoint Asmongold has is that it's something bad that people are losing their jobs, but I think you should rather think the opposite way around. Like, isn't it good that boring things like being a warehouse worker, like this article here that they talked about earlier, that was it 60,000 workers or something, or 600,000, 60 probably. But a lot of people working in a warehouse, I don't think there's a dream job to be working in a warehouse, and I think they would be thankful to if that can be automated and they can do something else instead with their time. Like today, very few people are working with agriculture. But like if you go back like 100 years or 200 years in time, then like 90% of the population was farmers and working with agriculture. But like that has been like steadily decreasing year after year after year, and now it's very, very few who work with agriculture thanks to like tractors and other machines. So they are much more productive, the farmers, so they can produce more food. So like one farmer today can produce many times more food than what one farmer could in the past. And thanks to that, we can have other jobs and like also like there is no like purpose. Like, what is the purpose to just spend time doing a job that a robot could do? Like, it's just like a benefit for all of us if we can automate those things. It's like no inherently useful in just doing work that can be automated. Like in that way, like if there is completely nothing to do, then you can just like dig a hole and then fill the hole again. So you have done work, but it hasn't provided any value. But you're spending time working, but you don't think it's fun. It doesn't provide any value for you or the society. So I don't think like people should be so obsessed with needing to have a job. I think more you should look at the whole economy as a whole. That now we're getting more and more productive, and it's not the first time in history. Like I said, with the farmers, we are producing much more food today. With like cloth production, and it was during the Industrial Revolution when there were a lot of protests. They were like burning this spinning machine to make yarn. Since now like the seamstresses became so much more efficient in producing clothes, like they could reduce the workforce there, and like we are seeing it time over time again that people in different sectors are getting more productive, and now we don't need to have a lot of seamstresses, we don't need to have a lot of farmers, and soon we don't need to have a lot of people in warehouses. So you can work fewer hours. It's not necessary to work yourself to death on like a farm. You can do something that you find more enjoyable, spend less time working, and we can be so productive that you don't have to spend many hours working. But I think, return to the video, like later he talks about like wealth is disproportionately distributed among people. And like the rich are becoming richer, and while for us more normal people, our salary doesn't increase that much, but expenses are. So like net, what we are able to afford is like decreasing. And I think he has a point with that. That there's something messed up with the economy that we don't really get to share the benefits as of late these last years. Like some people are getting richer, and the economy is like getting worse, and we are getting less. So somehow money like disappears somewhere else. But I don't think you should like blame AI and automation on that. I think that's a separate issue, and so I don't know if there was so much more I had to comment about this video. I think it's an interesting topic, but I don't think people should be that scared of AI. Like in the I don't know, best or worst case. It depends on what perspective you have. I think it's a useful tool, but I'm a little bit skeptical if it will be that revolutionary that is AI tech gurus, like the CEO of NVIDIA, like how they are like portraying it. I'm a bit skeptical if it will reach that level, but at the same time, if it becomes that revolutionary and like making us so much more productive, I think maybe that would only benefit us in that case. I don't think like, either way. I don't think there's anything to be worried about. Like in the worst case, like it's like a good search engine, and it would be a bit helpful for some tasks, or like on the other way of this spectrum, on the other side, like we will get so more productive, so like it will help us be more productive, and we can work less and have more free time, and still have build and generate wealth without having to sacrifice ourselves and our time on that. So like regardless of the turnout, I don't think there's much to be worried about. So I think that's what I have to say. Please share your thoughts in the comments if you have any thoughts about this subject, and we will see each other another time. See you.